Hi friends, this is Laura with Potpourri of Life. I hope you're having a great day. Here in New Hampshire, it is 91 degrees. Ouch. I've got it 79 in the house, so I'm kind of happy about that. But what I'm doing, because I'm not outside, I am inside trying to get some things taken care of. One of the things I'm doing is going through my fabric stash. But also one of the things that I desire to do with the onset of this retirement stage of my life is, yes, I will be doing YouTube videos. This is new to me and I'm actually having fun with it. But I also want to get through my house with some deep cleaning, kind of decide, do I want to keep this? Do I want to get rid of it? Do I want to throw it in the fire pit and have a little fire blaze there? But mostly what I'm looking to do is just kind of like downsize and also use up things that I have. And today, one of the things that I'm going to use up is I have some fabric that I currently don't have a use for. And it's a real pretty fabric, and it would be used generally on infant and toddler wear, and even adults, like pajama bottoms and stuff. It's a t-shirt type fabric. And I honestly, if I had enough, I'd be making myself some pajama bottoms for me. And if not bottoms, at least shorts. And there's just not enough there once you get rid of all the pieces that are no good. So this piece here, might be about 5-6 long, but it's only 8 inches wide. So there's really not much I can do with that unless I had a little one that I wanted to make little flowery, girly type pants. And I don't right now. So what I want to do with this, because my goal is to use up what I have, is today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some dust rags. I know it's so pretty. Why would I want to make something so gorgeous dirty? Well, you know what? Why not enjoy the house cleaning? If I have to do the housework, might as well enjoy it, right? What I'm going to do for you is to show you how you can make some dust cloths using natural ingredients that don't have chemicals, and then you don't have to go to the store all the time. You don't have to throw them away, because I know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think there's a brand out there that all you have to do is you buy them, use them, throw them away. Well, if you know me yet, you will soon, if you don't know me yet, you will soon discover I do not like throwing things away. I would rather have things that we can repurpose. That's why I make cloth towels that are the size of paper towels, because with the way my husband uses paper towels, it's like, no, this is better because I can throw them in the washer and they're fine. Too often we were going through paper towels too much. And I feel the same way with those disposable products online. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad idea for you. For me, I'm not comfortable with it. So I have cut out of some of the fabric already. I might even make myself some scrunchies. I don't know. But I've cut, well, I tried to cut 8-inch squares out of it. It's just short of 8 inches. So I just kind of made like, let's see what it is. Yeah, it's like a 1/4 inch too short of 8 inches. So we're going to say these are 8 inches. Now, I would have rather had 10-inch rags, but this is what I had. So this is like t-shirt material. So if you don't have something, if you're not someone who has fabric lying around, a seamstress has fabric lying around. Let's just be honest there. You might have t-shirts hanging out. If you don't have them, check your husband's drawer. If your husband or your significant other is anything like my husband, there are t-shirts that might not look so nice on the front, but there's good fabric on the back. The other bonus about this project, you do not need sewing skills. This is something that is just like cut, because t-shirt fabric does not fray. It does not rip unless you put a notch in it, but it's perfect for what we're going to do. So I've got about 6 squares here. Let's see, 2, 4, I have 6 squares. And these are going to be fun. And then I went upstairs in our attic and I said, okay, what do I have? I didn't want to use my canning jars. And then I got this jar and I thought, oh, that'll work because I don't usually put food in this. But then it was bigger than what I wanted. So I got this plastic piece because if I don't use the plastic, that's all going to get recycled because I just don't use plastic for storing foods in much anymore. Unless it's a particular, I mean, sometimes my husband has some things that he wants. This is not one. It's been in the attic for 6 months or even a year. It's going, or I'm going to use it. And this will be able to sit downstairs with my cleaning items, and I just bring it upstairs and use it wherever. So I've got my rags, and I got a measuring cup. You want a 1 cup measure, okay? And you're going to need some jojoba oil, and you're going to need an essential oil. The type of essential oils that you can use, I haven't decided if I'm going to use cedarwood or lavender. I might use both, but I like them both, and I just don't know. Let's see. Cedarwood smells wonderful, and I know it's something my husband would like. I have a feeling I'm going to use just the lavender. They both would go okay together. I think I'm going to do lavender for this one. So you need jojoba oil, boiling water, filtered, not filtered, whatever, just boil it. And then that's where we're going to go. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take 5 teaspoons of jojoba oil. So I'm going to move the camera down a little bit, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I don't know. We're going to try it though, okay? So we're going to do 5 teaspoons of jojoba oil. Or not. It's a brand new bottle. You ever get those bottles that they're brand new, you can't pour nothing out of them. The nice thing is I know that they're fresh. That it is fresh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, could you use another oil? Absolutely. You could use olive oil if you prefer. Now, I am going to put in my lavender oil. Now, the lavender essential oil, I'm going to use 20 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, you could use 25, but I'm just using 20 because I think that's more than sufficient. It's perfect. So now what I'm going to add to that is I'm going to add a cup of boiling water. I've already pre-boiled this, so I'm going to fill it up to the 1 cup measure. Just a little bit over because of the oil I added. And I am going to stir this through. And the nice thing about having something on my table is, I should have put I usually have a working pad, but I didn't get one out. But always put something on your table to protect it. I am going to take my rags and just kind of put them in here, just like this. You're kind of like separating them out a little bit. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pour this through there and soak up the cloth to soak everything up. And it's warm, but I can handle it. And what you do is you let it soak in for a little bit until they're nice and sopping wet. And then you wring them out, and then you're going to take them. I have a clothesline outside, so I will be taking those outside to air dry in that 90-degree weather. You do not want to put these rags in your dryer because oils can cause a fire. So please don't put these in your dryer. because they are not meant to. Now I'm just kind of feeling this, making sure that it's all wet because I want it well coated. And I'm going to put it back in there because there's parts of it that are dry. So what you do is you just continue soaking it in there. The fabric is soaking it up really well. And then what you do is you take these out, wring them out, and if it's winter time when you're doing this, just have one of those clothes racks, those wooden clothes racks. If you don't have that, something that you can put your cloths over and not ruin your furniture. Because when they're wet, you can still ruin your furniture. So what's going to happen is we're going to hang these up. And since I would have to take this and that out, we're not going to do this all at once. But you take it, you hang it out to dry, and then when they're dry, you come back and you put them in your container. The best part about this is that these cloths are already coated for dusting your house, dusting your furniture. It is good quality oils, and you will find that it'll make your furniture clean up really nicely. The parts that I have a hard time cleaning sometimes are like the foot of your kitchen tables. Those get dusty and you don't even think about it. You can do surface cleaning every day, and then on the weekends I tend to wipe down the chairs and stuff like that. But being as young as I am, sometimes getting down on the floor is a little difficult, but I'm doing it, and I just kind of like do everything that's down there. And then when you're done, this here, it's a dry cloth, but it's going to pick everything up because of the oil on it. How do you use these after? They're going to get dirty and grungy and everything else. You know what's the nice thing? Is you rinse it out with warm water, use Dawn dish detergent a little bit, kind of clean it up, and then fold it, let it dry again, hang it, and let it dry. The third time you go to use it, do this treatment over again of putting it in the oil. So it's 1 cup hot water. I believe I said 5 teaspoons of jojoba. If you don't have that type of carrier oil, you can use olive oil. And then you use 20 to 25 drops of essential oils. Now you can use 20 drops and be done. That's what I'm going to do. You can use, because once you get the cover on it, it's going to keep the scent right in there. But if you want to make it smell nice when you open it, a little bit stronger, you can put maybe 5 more drops on. Personally, I don't think there is a need for it. I find that this has been sufficient for me. And the nice thing is, this is a nice cloth to get into the grooves. I can show you if my thing will go. So when it's all done, I can go right into these little areas and kind of clean up really nice. I don't know if you saw that, but it's small enough where you just take your finger behind it and you get it cleaned up really nice. And it will have a nice coating on it, so it'll pick up all that dust and it'll smell nice, and you're not spraying fumes on your cloth or in the air, and this is more natural. Now I know that some people have sensitivities to different scents. There are some different essential oils you can use, and it's lemon essential oil. I'm just not a lemon person. Orange I find is too strong for me, but some people love it. There's grapefruit, lime, lavender, cedarwood, whatever you feel is the most comfortable for you. Okay, you don't like essential oils. You don't want any scent on your product. Don't put any oils in. Just use the olive oil or the jojoba oil, and you will be fine. The jojoba doesn't have a scent to it like your lavenders and stuff like that, unless it comes scented. I don't buy anything scented when I'm making things because I want to do the scents. So I don't know if this is a good idea for you, but for me, as I'm prepping to actually get through all deep cleaning, now no, I won't take these up in the attic to clean up there, but as I go through an area down cellar, it's going to be really kind of nice to kind of get through that. But the main floor is the first floor, so I'll get through the kitchen, the living room, The bathroom I've already done, but I might just do another over all the shelving and stuff. And then the bedrooms and see where we go. And then I will probably wash them, and they're not going to go in the washer. I am going to be rinsing these off. And then if they're really grungy, yeah, I'll use a little bit of Dawn dish detergent. But you know what? For the most part, if you take this and you go like this with warm water, you're going to get and rinse it. You're going to be fine with this. But if it is grungy and you're getting something icky, then yeah, go ahead and use a Dawn dish detergent and it'll get it out. Remember, these are dust cloths. They're not meant to be worn, so you're not going to want them perfectly spotless. Would I like to keep this fabric as pretty as it is? Absolutely. But you know something? The purpose is to dust. I just happen to luck out and I have a pretty fabric. Remember, check your husband's dresser drawer. See if he has a t-shirt that either you don't like, and I am kidding here, or the front is just worn out. And yes, my husband sometimes wears his shirts to the point where it's like, I tell him, this shirt's going, David, gone. I don't even check the back. I haven't checked the back, but now I'm going to check those backs and make extra rags. The other thing that you can do is if you don't want to use some of the rags that you can buy for your automobile, you can use these type things as well. So you want, for me, I just like these natural ways of cleaning and I feel better. And I actually might go clean my car later. Once these are all cleaned up, they won't be wet. That's the other thing is they already have the oil, so they're going to get in there and clean. And it's not going to leave a wet thing where you have to worry about anything. You just go through, wipe your dash down, wipe down a few other things. Do not use on windows, mirrors, or anything like that. Anything that could leave a streak, don't do that. This is just for your furniture mostly. And it'll leave a nice oil to keep it healthy. And furniture needs to be kept healthy, most especially if you enjoy wood furniture. And I really appreciate it. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that you take the time to make these. It was really quick, and you can do it. And again, 1 cup hot water, 5 teaspoons of jojoba oil, or if you prefer, use olive oil, something like that, and then 20 to 25 drops of your preferred essential oil. You just mix it all together, put your rags in there so that it soaks through, hang them on the line or on a wooden clothes rack in your bathroom, wherever you have that, because you're going to wring these out so they're not dripping, because this isn't even dripping anymore, and because I wring it right out. Just let it dry. And you know what, if you don't have a rack or anything, if you have jars like this, cups, you can hang it over it. Just make sure you wash whatever it is that, especially if it's things that you drink out of or store anything out of. You just basically want air to flow through to dry them. I'm going to put this out in the 91-degree weather, and it's going to dry really quick because there's 6 of them, and they're just little 8-inch squares, short of 8-inch. No sewing. All you need is a pair of scissors or rotary cutter, and you can use, what I did was I used the rotary cutter and a ruler, and I used my mat. You can actually draw on these with a pencil and manually cut it as well with your pair of scissors. I got those too. And make sure, by the way, fabric scissors, fabric only. Otherwise they'll dull out if you use paper. So I hope that was helpful. And I'm going to be putting them, I'm going to fold them in squares and put them in this, and that's where they'll stay until I use them. Hope this was helpful. I hope you have a great day and talk to you soon. God bless.